Good morning. Today I'm going to bring you the Reincarnation of Peter Proud, cut into little clips because I wanted to specify what it really was. It was based on a man who was born originally as a man named Jeff Curtis in the year 1916. He was murdered in 1946. Well, he wasn't very happy about what had happened, apparently, and he came back as a man named Peter Proud. On Peter Proud's 29th birthday in 1975, he started to remember things that had happened to him as Jeff. He therefore went and found the town where he had originally lived. It was in Springfield, Mass. Now, I find this very interesting because it had been 40 years since he had died, or 30 years. It has been 40 years since the movie was done, and it's easily recognizable. There's the Memorial Bridge in Springfield, which is still called the Peter Proud Bridge by some. Downtown Springfield, which has changed very little except for with the addition of the MGM. You have the Lord Jeffrey Inn, which is easily recognizable. I don't see any difference at all. The Deerfield Inn, which was very damaged in a flood, but still looks very much alike. The building at Smith College, there's absolutely no difference. They look exactly the same as they do. 116, you can see where they had built the cliffside apartments. They are still there and very easy to spot. Just an interesting video. I hope you enjoy. Have a good day.
Stone walls that once outlined pioneer fields and homesteads.
Girls. It's the home of Smith College. You know, I was hoping to see a few things, like Plymouth Rock, Minuteman statue, Walden Pond.
Some other time. Right now, we have to find a place to stay. Get an early start in the morning.
What is it?
My hip. Must be a muscle spasm.
Look, Marcia. I didn't mean what I said back there. I'm sorry, baby. I mean it. I'm sorry.
I know. You've been sorry so many times before.
Look, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was saying, what I was doing. I love you, Marcia. I always have.
I know you do. It's all right. We won't ever mention it again, ever. Get in the boat.
No, Marcia! No!
Pete. Pete, wake up. Wake up. Pete, wake up. Wake up. Oh, poor darling.
Oh, Nora. What is it? What's wrong?
You just scared the hell out of me, that's all. There I was asleep when I heard this voice yelling out right next to me. I woke up, and there you were, yelling and screaming in your sleep. Jesus. I thought I was sleeping with another man.
I must have been having a nightmare.
There was this crazy voice coming out of your mouth.
What did it sound like?
Weird. Deeper than yours. Coarser. God, I'm still shaking.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Maybe I should tell you, I'm really a schizoid personality. A regular Jekyll and Hyde.
Who's Marcia?
Marcia?
You were yelling her name in your sleep.
I don't know anybody named Marcia. I never met anybody with that name.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, what was the dream about? Do you remember?
You. She was hitting me in the balls with a paddle.
Well, obviously she didn't do you any harm.
Hey, where you going? We still got a little time.
Not today, Professor. I've got a discussion group at 9. Besides, my students are no dopes. They know when the teacher has that well-laid look.
I suggest you read the reports on the Iroquois Confederacy sent back by the Jesuit missionaries to their superiors between the years 1611 and 1768. The political effect this powerful confederation had on the history of the colonies is significant, particularly in the years 1700 through...
Dr. Proud, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks. I must have twisted something. Listen, if you don't mind, I'd like to finish a little early today, and then we'll pick this up the next time. Thank you.
How's that feel? More pain or less?
Just about the same.
Okay, Pete. You can get up now.
Now, you've had this attack 3 times in 6 months. And for the 3rd time, I have to give you the same answer. You got me. We took this one on your last visit. I took this one today. No change. It's all good, healthy bone and tissue. I can't find a damn thing wrong.
You mean my hip is all in my head?
Oh, still bad, huh?
Yeah.
Well, take it easy. Lie down. Give him 2 cc's of meperidine and let him rest for a while. Why don't you get one of these attacks when we're playing tennis? Maybe I could beat you once in a while.
Would you
turn over, please?
I keep telling you, Peter, everybody dreams.
The same dreams over and over again, with the same people, the same places, people I've never seen, places I've never been. Why can't I be like everyone else? Why can't I have a few nice, normal Freudian dreams, like killing my father or raping my mother?
Now you're getting yourself upset over nothing. Well, it's true, these dreams of yours don't seem to be dreams at all, at least not in the ordinary classical sense. I would call them hallucinations. They're fixed and repetitive. And you do seem to have extraordinary recall.
Dr. Spear, this thing is really driving me crazy. It's getting so that I'm afraid to go to sleep at night. Isn't there anything you can do for me?
Oh, sure, I can give you something very mild. After a few weeks, these anxieties should disappear.
That's it?
Well, if you'd like to talk to someone else, there's a man on your campus doing some interesting work with dreams. A parapsychologist, one of those fellows who deals in psychic phenomena. You know, ESP, hypnosis, telepathy, that sort of thing. Dr. Samuel Goodman.
You say these dreams started 6 months ago.
It was on my birthday. My parents had taken me to the club for dinner. That night, I dreamt that I was murdered. Well, here, I've written them all down. They're the same dreams over and over again. They bear no relationship to anything that I can recall. They're out of some other time and place.
You mind if I hold on to this for a couple of days?
Help yourself. Maybe you could mutter some incantations over them, make them all go away.
No, that's one thing we don't do around here. Come on. I'll give you the 20-cent tour. Professional courtesy. These are our experimental sleepers. We do a brisk referral business from local psychiatrists. Patients with dream amnesia, for example. Everybody here is designated by number, not by name. Hi, any news from Dream Street yet?
No, but some of the natives are restless.
Number 3 brought his security blanket. Says he can't sleep without it.
He's 53 years old.
These kids are all graduate students. They monitor 8 sleepers a night. This is our electroencephalograph. Do you ever see one of these things?
No, I haven't.
They record brain waves, rapid eye movements, other data while the subject is dreaming.
Uh-oh. Number 5 coming through.
He's almost out of it, Allie. You better wake him up.
Okay, God damn it, I'm awake!
Tell us about your dream, number 5. Can you remember it?
Yeah, maybe we ought to skip this one. It's pretty dirty.
Tell us anyway. That's what you're here for.
I dreamed, I got out of bed, I went into the john and turned on the water faucet. The thing wouldn't work. And then I called a plumber. It turned out to be a woman. I was pretty surprised. I mean, this thing about a lady plumber, I didn't think she could do the job. And she laughed, and she took off her coveralls, and I saw she was naked. And then she went to the basin and turned on the faucet. Just gave it a flip, and it turned. I was waiting for the water to come on when you bastards woke me up.
Beauty, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Cord supercharged sportsman convertible. One of the finest character cars you can find anywhere. Do you know that people ran them for years and years? They were truly a mark of distinction. 8-cylinder, front-wheel drive, and have you noticed the little handles on the dashboard?
They're for retracting the headlights.
Yes. Just like some of our newest cars of today.
What year is it?
1937. They stopped making Cords that year. I don't believe there are 5 more like it in the entire world. It's a classic, and a steal at $16,500.
I got a letter from Tony today.
I got a postcard.
He sends you his regards. What was on the postcard?
The Acropolis. What else? It's a funny trip being an archaeologist. Poking around in all those ruins.
I guess he digs it.
Hello. Yes. Right away? Well, it's kind of short notice. No. I can make it. Yeah. Okay, fine. Bye. That was Sam Goodman. Tonight's the night.
What do you mean, tonight's the night? Are you really going through with this stupid thing?
Yep.
I had other plans for us. As a matter of fact, I'm particularly horny.
I can't let him down now. I promised I'd take the first opening he had.
Pete, the whole thing's crazy. If he wants to experiment, why doesn't he get himself a white rat?
This is for me, not for him. All set, Doctor.
Thanks, Charlie.
Well, Sam, am I AC or DC?
That you'll have to ask your analyst. Sweet dreams, number 7. Number 7 doing?
He's not getting his money's worth. Instead of one dream every 90 minutes, he hasn't had any. All night long.
Good shot. Good shot.
Try the cheeseburger, skip the french fries.
And how are you today, number 7?
Fed up, tired.
What does Sam the medicine man have to say?
Nothing.
I haven't seen him since the night we started. I think he's avoiding me.
Why don't you forget the whole thing and come home? We could experiment together.
Anything?
No, nothing.
First, we thought you were simply a case of dream amnesia. Now it seems pretty clear that you're suffering from what we call dream deprivation. A certain amount of this is not unusual, but in your case, Peter, it seems to be total. You were not dreaming at all.
But I did dream. The same ones I told you about.
They're not registering at the lab.
Well, if they're not dreams, what the hell are they?
Well, Spear called them hallucinations, didn't he?
Yeah.
They could be that. They could be memory plants. They could be visions. They could be revelations. Hell, I don't know, Peter. You're going through some kind of psychic experience, and that's pretty much all I can tell you.
I've got something to worry about, haven't I?
Look, dreams are a safety valve which relieve the tensions that build up during the day. Let me put it this way. Dreams allow us to go quietly and safely insane every night and return us to some kind of sanity in the morning. You are not dreaming, and therefore your tensions are building up. The vision is becoming distorted.
What you're telling me is I could become psycho.
No, you're jumping to conclusions. I didn't say that at all.
What have you got on interplanetary movements? My husband's a Saucerian and he just loves flying objects. By the way, could you put me next to a good clairvoyant?
Do you know why people have all these hang-ups today? They're guilt-ridden. Man, they're repressed. But in the Church of Satan, there is no guilt. To sin is to act natural. The only sin is not to sin. Virtue is bullshit. Love is a loser. Give your soul to Satan!
You're a Pisces.
No, Libra. Excuse me, do you have any books on reincarnation?
Lots. Everybody's into it these days. We've got a whole section over here. Have you read Edgar Casey?
No, I haven't. Thank you. On that car, that 1937 Accord, how do you account for that?
Like Sam Goodman said, you probably saw it someplace and it just got stuck in your unconscious.
But I knew it exactly, right down to the dashboard. And then suddenly there it is, standing in a showroom, waiting for me as though it were trying to tell me something. No, that's fine, thank you. Thank you. It's driving me out of my skull, all these dreams or visions or whatever, out of nowhere. And that strange voice calling out in my sleep. That voice must belong to the man that I was.
What did you say?
I must have lived before. I must be the man playing tennis in those dreams, driving that car, swimming in that lake. And that woman, Marcia, she must have meant something to me.
Pete, I think you flipped. Now you're telling me you've been reincarnated.
Right.
You died and you were born again.
Right.
But you don't know your name, rank, or serial number?
Right.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you've got to quit reading those books you brought home. I mean, reincarnation. You don't really die. Your soul just floats around until it finds a home in another body. Life is one big karma trip. Take it from me. When you're dead, period. Maybe I ought to go to Saginaw for a couple of days, just to smile and say hello to the family. After that, we have the whole summer before Tony comes back and asks me to marry him. Am I wrong, or are you planning to bug our bedroom?
If you ever hear that voice coming out of me again, I want you to turn this on. Do you know how to work it?
A tape recorder? Doesn't everybody? Pete, isn't this a little obscene?
I want to hear what he says, what he sounds like.
He?
Mr. X, the guy who's talking in my sleep.
God, you give me the creeps.
Marcia, I didn't mean what I said back there. I'm sorry, baby. I mean it. I'm sorry. I was drunk. I didn't know what I was saying, what I was doing. I love you, Marcia. I always have. No, Marcia.
Wild.
That damned voice. What am I, some kind of insane ventriloquist? I can't eat, I can't sleep. I can't even face my students anymore.
Look, I'd like to try something. Have you ever been under hypnosis?
No.
Okay. Go over there, lie down, take off your shoes and relax, huh? I'm Dr. Samuel Goodman. This is my office. It's Thursday morning, May the 6th. The subject is Peter Proud, Ph.D. The procedure, suggestive hypnotherapy.
Okay, I'm relaxed. What now?
Here, make yourself comfortable. That's right. Lie back on that. Now, take a few deep breaths. Good. That's good. All right. Now look at this. Keep your eyes on it. Good. Relax. Relax. You have been suffering from these hallucinations. They disturb your sleep. They rob you of your energy. You have had enough of them. You will forget all about them as if they never existed. Never existed.
Then, and now, the changing face of America over the past 50 years, in its population, its regional economics, and in other ways. America, then and now. The valley's waters are plentiful, each finding its way to the Connecticut River. Some of the villages grew to be cities in places like this near the river. New England, decked Decades ago, it was a vital area of industry. Here in these towns and villages were silk, paper, tool and dye, textile and small arms industries. Places that house legends as durable as the stone walls that once outlined pioneer fields and homesteads, close to nature, close to history, or close to civilization. The pursuits here are many.
Nora, I just saw it.
Museums and monuments in every city and town.
Just saw the town.
What town? What are you talking about?
Found others living here. Their leaders met.
Yes, operator, could I have the listing for Channel 11, please?
Well, that's it. The sequence ends right here. Okay?
Yeah, thanks. Are you sure there's no way you can trace this film?
No, we checked with the camera report. It's just listed as a Massachusetts town.
Those hallucinations came back again last night? And triggered by that film that we just saw? I mean, are you sure that's the same town that you saw in your dream?
Almost sure. The funny thing is, I've never been to Massachusetts, or any part of New England for that matter. Sam, I think I've lived in that town, in some previous life, sometime back in the 1940s. I think seeing that car in the showroom, watching that film on television, didn't just happen. It wasn't just a coincidence. They were arranged.
Go on.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Well, nobody's ever proved it. Nobody's ever disproved it either. You could say I have an open mind on the subject.
I've read somewhere that over 1 billion people believe in reincarnation, including some of our best minds.
That's true. Ben Franklin believed in it, Voltaire, Thoreau, Gandhi. A lot of the kids believe in it, too. Maybe they know something we don't know.
No, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Peter, something else I should have told you. Recurring dreams like the ones you've been having may be indications of prenatal memories. And the fact that they're so contemporary makes them even more provocative. Even an idiot has to admit there are things going on all around us we don't understand. Call them occult, call them psychic, call them anything you want. We are finding out new things about them every day. I mean, that's what I do. That's the business I'm in. I've never come across a case remotely resembling yours. Something very strange is happening to you, Peter, and I'm damned if I know what it is.
Well, suggest something, Sam. Anything.
That town. If it exists and you can find it.
It exists, and I'll find it.
Hey, this is a trip. How does that thing go about the Cabots and the Lodges?
Massachusetts, home of the bean and the cod, where the Cabots speak only to the Lowells, and the Lowells speak only to God.
If you find out who you are, will you introduce me?
How far to Farmingham?
20 miles. You know what Northampton's famous for?
No, what?
Girls. It's the home of Smith College. You know, I was hoping to see a few things, like Plymouth Rock, Minuteman statue, Walden Pond.
Some other time. Right now, we have to find a place to stay. Get an early start in the morning.
if you saw it. You dreamed about some town as it was 35 years ago. Even if it did exist, it'd all be changed by now.
What comes after Holyoke?
Dinner and bed, I hope. Not necessarily in that order.
Look at the map.
You look at it. Why'd you have to pick such a big state? What is it?
My hip. Must be a muscle spasm.
How do you feel,
Better, thanks.
Pete?
Mm-hmm.
It's all been fun and games, but I've had enough.
Nora, please.
For Christ's sakes, Pete, what are we knocking ourselves out for? There isn't any town. Most people in this world don't even know who they are. And you want to know who you were. Okay, suppose you were somebody else. I don't believe it, but suppose you were. So what?
I'd want to know about it, wouldn't you?
No.
That could be the town.
What makes you think so?
That bridge. The way the river curves. It's straight ahead and to the left. The statue. The Puritan statue. Sure, it would be here.
Well, that's the trouble with dreams. What now, Professor?
We'll just keep searching.
Not me. I've had it. This is where I get off. Even visiting my mother is better than this.
Nora, I know I've been here before. I know it.
Pete, be a darling. Take me to the airport. Okay? Goodbye, Pete. You're a delicious man, and I love you. I hope you find what you're looking for. Or do I?
Attention, last call for passengers on flight 401 to Miami. Gate set.
Second floor, room 204.
Officer, would you have a record of a murder committed at a lake near here, sometime in the 40s?
40? That's a long time ago, sir. What lake are you talking about?
I don't know.
What kind of homicide was it? How did it happen?
Well, the man was swimming at night, and a woman came up in a boat and hit him with a paddle 2 or 3 times.
I see. Well, what's the victim's name?
I don't know.
Perhaps you can tell me the name of the perpetrator, this woman.
I don't know her name either.
Well, what is your name? You do know that, I hope.
Yes, Dr. Proud, Peter Proud.
How do you know all this took place, Dr. Proud?
Officer, I think I've made a mistake. Let's just forget the whole thing.
Oh, wait just one moment, sir. I think you better talk to the captain.
Excuse me, do you have any rooms available?
For how long, sir?
I don't know, several days.
I believe we can take care of you, sir.
Thank you. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for a certain lake, but I don't remember the name. I used to live around here as a boy. My parents had a cottage there.
Well, we have a number of lakes here, sir. If you could give me a little more information.
I remember it was a big lake, and also it had a hotel on it, the Puritan Hotel.
Oh, you must mean Crystal Lake. There was the Puritan Hotel on the North Shore, sir, but that was 10 years ago. After they built the Parkway, they put up a new place, the Crystal Lodge. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Premium?
Yes, please. Been here long?
I'm alive. Born near here.
Maybe you could help me with some information.
Depends.
Well, I'm a writer, you see. True mysteries. You know, famous murders that happened in the past.
That's so. Murders, huh? What do you know? Murders, huh? My wife's crazy about that kind of stuff. Watches all those programs on TV. Personally, I don't care for much.
Someone told me there was a famous murder right here at Crystal Lake, way back in the 40s.
40s?
Yeah, they found a man in the lake. The way I heard it, some woman murdered him.
Oh, you must be talking about the Grady case.
Grady?
Ken Grady. It was a terrible thing. Where they found him, I mean. Private parts had been cut clean off and hacked in about 10 places with a butcher knife. Bled to death right there on his own dock. They say his wife did it. Never did convict her, though. Heard she got married again. That'll be 5, 6 days.
I know this is the place, Sam. I'm sure of it now. But who was I? What was my name? Where did I live? And who was Marcia? Why did she kill me? You know, she could still be alive now. She could be still living here. I might have passed her on the street and not known her. I mean, she'd be a woman in her what now, her 50s?
A very unprofessional shiver just ran up my spine.
I can't stop thinking about her. Marcia, I mean. I wonder what we were to each other. And where she is.
Peter, you remember what Casey said. Souls who are closely related in one lifetime tend to meet in other lifetimes. If the relationship was one of love, then the love persists. If one of enmity, then the enmity must be overcome. If one of obligation, then the obligation must be met.
Come on, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't.
Nobody's home. She's gone.
She?
Mrs. Curtis, the old lady who lives here. She's been away for years.
Curtis. You know where she went?
No. She was away when we moved in. Is there anything I can do?
I'm just interested in old houses like this.
Would you like to look inside? I've got a secret way.
Thanks. You're very resourceful.
My name is Susie, with a Z. What's yours?
Peter. Pete.
Hey, what's the matter with you? You look like you're in another world or something.
Thanks, Susie.
See, Curtis. Jeffrey Curtis. Nope. See, there's nothing here. Now, if it's the 40s you're talking about, well, you know, that goes back a ways, and it may be over here in the cabinet. If you don't mind just stepping over here, we'll have a look. Now, let's see. A, B, C. Oh, yes, here we are. Jeff Curtis, deceased September the 27th, 1946. It's on microfilm. You see, we file the older stuff that way to save space. Now, have you ever operated a machine like this?
No.
I'll set it up for you. You put the spool on here, and you take the film and you thread it down through here. Now, there we are. Now, you turn this dial to advance to the story you want. Then you turn it right side up, and if you want to print out, you push this button. Okay? It's yours.
Thanks.
Right, Joe. From what his wife says, he was smashed, left their cottage, swam out, and caught a cramp.
You talked to the widow?
No way. She was all broken up, hysterical. Talked to the ME, accidental drowning official. Capiche?
Capiche.
Jeff Curtis was a local boy, graduate Central High, led him in several sports, tennis pro at Green Hills, won some big tournaments. Joined the Marines, Bronze Star for bravery, wounded in Iwo Jima landing, Purple Heart. Married Marcia Buckley, daughter of C.R. Buckley, president of Pilgrim National Bank. Took position at bank.
Started at the top and worked his way up.
It should happen to me. Anyway, widow and infant daughter survive. Services tomorrow morning, First Church of Christ. Burial at Hillside Cemetery, okay?
Okay. Stop in at Benny's and bring me a corned beef on rye, will you, Artie? Lots of mustard.
Do you have a local telephone book I could use?
Yes, sure. Here. Help yourself. Here, young fella. Sign here, please. Date 2. Just a minute, young man. What is this, some kind of a joke or something? You've signed the name of the deceased, Jeffrey Curtis.
We have a member of the Bel Air Country Club here, Dr. Peter Proud. All guest privileges. He's interested in playing some tennis this morning and needs some equipment. Right, I'll send him right over. Well, you'll find the pro shop right out the front entrance, down the hill to the right.
Been with the club long?
About 1,000 years.
Then you must have known Jeff Curtis.
Yeah. Yeah, I know him. How do you know him? He's been dead a long time.
A friend of mine in California. A friend of my father's, as a matter of fact. Knew him as a kid. I guess they were very close. Anyway, this guy always wondered what kind of a man Jeff turned out to be. And, well, I promised I'd ask around.
Well, maybe Jeff was a good kid when your friend knew him. But the Jeff Curtis I knew was a no-good son of a bitch.
Really? How? In what way?
In every way, you name it. Especially with women. He had this phony charm. Oh, I guess he was a great swordsman. Anyway, when he was pro here, he made it big.
Big? What do you mean big?
He married the daughter of a bank president. The old man blew his top, swore that Jeff wouldn't get a dime of his money. But then the war came along. Jeff was wounded, came home a war hero. Well, the old man couldn't turn his back on a war hero, who was also his own son-in-law, so he gave Jeff a job at the bank. That was a nice setup. His wife loved him, he loved her money. But hell, that's all ancient history by now.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Okay, got it.
Like the volley?
Oh, sure. Why not?
I'm Pete Proud.
I'm Ann Curtis.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
I'm afraid you won't find this too much fun. I'm not really that good.
I was watching you. You're pretty good.
Okay, you're on.
Good shot. Hey, good shot. You play a good game, man.
I guess it runs in the family.
Really?
Oh, my dad was a tennis pro here a long time ago. Oh, he's dead now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your mother?
Mom? Oh, she's alive. She just doesn't play anymore.
What's so funny?
Well, it's your name. I mean, I love it. I think it's fantastic. But it sort of sounds like one of those...
I know. Like one of those children's nursery rhymes. Peter Proud picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Right. Who are you, Peter Proud? And what are you doing in Springfield? And why am I about to have a drink with you?
Good evening. I'm Peter Proud.
Oh, hello, I'm Marcia Curtis, Ann's mother. Please come in. Come in. Ann's just upstairs. She'll be down in a moment.
You have a lovely home.
Thank you. Haven't we met before, Mr. Proud?
No, I don't think so.
It's very strange. For an instant there, I had the funniest feeling that, No, you're probably right. It's just a, what do you call that, déjà vu?
Yes, I think so.
Would you like a drink?
Please.
Well, what can I get you, Mr. Proud?
Pete. Scotch and soda, please.
Anne tells me that this is your first trip to New England and that you're researching a book.
That's right.
Do you plan to stay here a long time?
A few weeks.
That was my husband, Jeff. He died a long time ago.
I know. Anne told me.
He was a beautiful man. This used to be his room. I've kept everything in it just the way it was when he died.
Anne tells me he was a great tennis player.
Oh, yes, he was. He was. Until the war came along, and then after he got hurt, he played very seldom.
He was wounded?
Yes, in the hip. A bit of shrapnel. It never really healed. It bothered him for the rest of his life. Rest of his life. Do you know how long that was? 3 years. He died when Anne was 3 months old.
How did it happen?
Such a ridiculous tragedy. He went for a swim one night. He was a strong swimmer. But, I begged him not to go because, well, it was cold and he'd had quite a lot to drink, you see, and after a while I became very worried and I went out in my boat to look for him, but I couldn't find a trace of him. They found him later, much later, at the bottom of the lake. My husband used to do that.
Do what?
Tap his glass the way you did a moment ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a habit of mine.
Sorry I'm late.
It's all right.
Mom, you look beautiful.
Thank you, dear.
Well, I guess we better go.
Good night. Have a good time.
Good night, Mrs. Curtis.
We'll be at the Yankee Peddler.
Your mother told me about how your father died.
She did? That's funny. I've never heard her discuss it with anyone. Why you?
I don't know. Terrible thing, wasn't it?
Well, I was just a baby, so I don't remember. You know, in a strange kind of way, I think I've always missed him. I wonder what he was like. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that all daughters are in love with their fathers, right?
Right.
Right. I had a fantastic evening. It's been a long time since I had a real gentleman caller. very strange man. But a nice one. Good night.
Good night, Anne.
Come on, none of that. No resting.
Thanks.
Well, well, Marcia. Where have you been? I missed you.
Ken, hello. How are you?
Fine, fine. How are you?
Oh, I've been being a good girl, more or less.
Have dinner with me. It's been a while.
Yes, we will.
Let's make it soon, huh? Plays a good game.
Do you know him?
Yeah. Bought a lot of stuff in my shop. Asked me a lot of questions about Jeff, which struck me kind of funny.
Jeff? Well, why would he be interested in Jeff?
Some friend of his father's knew Jeff when he was a kid. At least that's what he told me. Well, gotta be going. Don't forget, we owe each other an evening by now.
Mm-hmm. Bye. Oh, thank you, Gus. That's fine, thank you.
Hey, good shot.
Hey, good shot.
Nice, nice. Great shot. Hello. Yes, this is Dr. Proud. Mm-hmm. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Peter, where have you been? I've been trying to reach you.
Well, I've just been playing tennis with my daughter while my wife watched us.
Would you mind saying that again? I don't believe I heard you say what I think you said.
Well, let me put it another way. My name was Jeff Curtis. Marcia was my wife. And I had a daughter, Anne, who was still a baby when I died.
All right. Give it to me piece by piece while I take it down.
On one condition, Sam. That for now, it's just between the two of us.
Where are you going?
On a picnic.
With him?
Yes. Before breakfast. Mother, what's happening to you? You were doing so well.
God damn it, Anne. Stop playing nursemaid.
Isn't that why I came back here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
It's all right. It's my fault. I've been on edge. You've been seeing a lot of him.
Why not? It's the first man I've been interested in since I came home.
But Anne, you hardly know him.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do. Get to know him.
And he worries me. Now, call it instinct, call it whatever you like, but I don't trust him. He's after something here. I don't know what, but something.
What's wrong? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're talking about. So after the divorce, I left New York and I came back here to stay with Mom for a while. A while is now in its 10th month.
I should write him and thank him.
Careful. I'm a lady on the rebound. Is it me?
No, it's me. If I tried to explain, you'd probably think I was insane. Maybe I am.
Oh, Anne, I have some things that I was going to take to Grandma Curtis in the morning. I'm really not up to it. Would you do it for me?
I have a tennis date with Pete at 10.
Take this away. I'm not hungry.
Mother, you really should eat.
It's all packed with nice things, fresh things. Besides, you haven't seen your grandmother for months.
Right. It's nice of you to come. You didn't have to.
I wanted to. Has your grandmother been here long?
Oh, about 2 years.
Looks expensive.
It is. Mom pays all the bills, visits her once a week. She's very devoted to Grandma Curtis. Just can't do enough for her.
It's very generous of her and very kind.
Toasty frozen waffles are bigger and better for you. Your kids will love Toasty frozen waffles. You will too.
I always feel like crying when I come here.
There we are, Mrs. Curtis. Very good.
Hello, I'm Ann Curtis, Mrs. Curtis's granddaughter. Oh, and this is Peter Proud.
I'm Miss Hagerson. We're just having a little lunch.
How are you, Grandma? How is she?
About the same. Your grandmother's very sweet. She never gives us any trouble. You never give us any trouble, do you, dear? Look over here. You have company. Isn't that nice? She doesn't know who you are, of course. But she's aware that someone else is in the room, that she has visitors.
Jeff.
Isn't that interesting? You know, I think she thinks you're her son. She's never done this before, not with anyone.
Where? You've been. Why haven't you come to see me?
Come on, dear, let's sit down. We'll have some more lunch. That's a girl. There, sit right here. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Mother.
Mom, you wouldn't believe how great Pete was today. You were great. I mean, it looked so real, just as if he was your son. Anyway, you made an old lady very happy.
Why would my mother-in-law mistake you for Jeff? I don't understand. You don't look like Jeff. You don't talk like Jeff.
Believe me, I was as surprised as you are.
I mean, why you? She has men going in and out of there all the time. She has doctors and psychologists and attendants, men in and out of that room all the time. Why would she think you were my husband?
Mother, I don't know why you're making such a big thing out of this. I mean, it's probably quite simple, but she was probably dreaming about Father when we came in, and she assumed that Pete was Father. She doesn't recognize one person from another anyway. That's Crystal Lake, where my father drowned. Oh, we still own the cottage. I go there sometimes, just to be alone.
Could we stop a minute?
Sure, I suppose so. Must have been awful for him to die out there the way he did. That's the cottage.
Could we go in?
Sure. Mother hasn't been in here since the accident.
Why doesn't she just sell it?
Oh, probably out of respect to Father's memory.
Come on, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't.
Circle left, you and me, a little brown jug, how I love thee, you and me, a little brown jug, how I love thee. Alaman left with a corner girl, run back home to a do-side-do. Minster left in the middle of the set, once around the ring you bet. Get back home with a do-side-do. Alaman left and promenade, you and me, a little brown jug, how I love thee, you and me, a little brown jug, how I love thee. Hey, listen to the music of the carousel, the tingle-ling-a-lingle of the ice cream bell. You Alaman left the corner girl, you don't start or you own the Minster left all once around your room. You don't start or your partner on the corner's alley man. Come back, promenade, go walking round the land. Here come summer sounds I love. Heads now, start to pass through, circle round the track. Why pass through Cloverleaf, the new center too. You square through three quarters and you swing the corner girl. You swing the girl around, you promenade around the town. Here comes summer sounds I love. Hey, join hands, circle to the left, go moving round that ring. You Alaman left that corner, then weave the ring, I sing. The best is yet to come when you meet your partner, son. Do-side-do and promenade. If she won't jig and jive along and share with you have fun, keep her hanging on, it won't be long. The best is yet to come. Now 1 and 3, move up and back. Do right and left through. You pass through and separate around 1 and make a line. If she won't jig and jive along and share with you have fun, keep her hanging on, it won't be long. The best is yet to come.
That was fun.
Yeah.
How did I do?
Well, you're great.
Yeah. Let's go for a ride.
Okay. Oh, I know a beautiful spot. You drive, I'll show you the way.
Okay. Beautiful.
Mom told me Dad used to bring her here. Actually, he proposed to her right over there. make us some coffee. Just take a second.
Maybe I'd better go.
No. Please stay. Well, now you know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. It's pretty routine around here. She's been drinking since I was a baby. Got worse over the years. She'd sit in that den for hours and look at all those pictures on the wall. Just let herself go. She just stopped trying to take care of herself. Finally, we had to, put her in a hospital.
That's pretty rough.
The psychiatrist gave us the usual story. Female alcoholic in today's society. But I know better. It's him, my father. She can't forget him. She gets so unhappy.
Oh, Anne. It's all right, babe. No, babe, it's all right. It's okay.
There he is. Hi, Peter.
Sam?
How are you?
Fine.
Where's the bar?
This way.
I want to hear everything. Haven't had a decent night's sleep since the last time we talked.
Did you fly clear across the country to tell me that, Sam?
You kidding? Harvard's picking up the tab. There's a 2-week seminar. I'll drive up from here.
My God, this staggers the imagination. Do you know what you are? A prophet. You'll be the founder of a whole new religion.
Aren't you exaggerating a little?
Peter, you've got to understand. You have the opportunity to turn this whole damn world upside down.
Of all the people in the world, Sam, why me?
I'm trying to think of what'll happen when people find out. I mean, there'll be this worldwide shock, then exhilaration, then a mass release from fear. There won't be this emptiness anymore, that terrible feeling that no matter what people do, it all ends up in dust. Death has always been the big joke on all of us. Now that people realize they're going to get a second chance, my God, there's no telling what might happen. See, what I got to do now is I've got to document it, get it all down, then explode it like a bomb.
Sam, I want to wait a while.
What for? I mean, Peter, don't you realize what we've got in our hands?
I just don't want to go public with it. Not now. For personal reasons.
I'm sure they're good ones, but we can't afford to wait. We don't dare. I mean, I hate to say this, but something could happen to you. You could get hit by a truck tonight or have a heart attack and die tomorrow, and you're the only living proof I have. I might add that Marcia Curtis is mortal, too, and she could die, which would really blow this whole thing apart.
I still want to wait. Sam, those hallucinations have disappeared. All except one. The lake dream still keeps coming back to me.
Well, I'll give you a sound-educated guess. When you play out a fantasy, go through it in reality, it often disappears. You've done that, more or less, with most of your dreams, so they've gone away.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Come on, Lacey, how about a swim?
What I was saying, what I was doing.
was drunk. I love you, Marcia. I always have. No. No, Marcia, no!
Pete! 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 Oh. Pete! Wake up! Pete! You all right? What happened? Pete?
I'm okay. I was dreaming.
You all right? You sure?
You all right? Mother?
Go away.
Let me in. Open the door, let me in.
Please, Anna. Just go away. I'm all right. I just want to rest for a while.
But... All right. I'll be in my room if you want to talk to me.
You want it, don't you, Marcia?
No!
Rape, baby, rape. I'm gonna screw you.
Pig. I hate you!
Marcia, baby.
You rotten, stinking bastard. Oh, you bastard. Straight.
Tell me, Jeff, why did you do this to me?
Because you bore me, you bitch. I can't stand the sight of you.
Where are you going?
Out for a swim. I'm gonna wash off your stink.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Sam.
Oh, that's okay.
Especially after you hear what I have to say.
Like a drink?
No. Sam, I want this whole thing to die a secret between you and me. I do not want to be Peter Proud's super freak. The only man in the world who can prove that he died and was born again. All I want is the life that I have now. And I don't want to hurt anyone anymore.
Why so fastidious? She's a murderess, isn't she?
There's Anne. What do you think would happen to her if she found out about this? I love her, Sam.
Shades of Sigmund Freud.
The hell with Freud. All right, maybe she was my daughter in some previous life, but she isn't now. I'm going to marry her.
Just like that?
Just like that.
So Jeff Curtis is dead. May he rest in peace. Long live Peter Proud. I can't believe that one human being can be so selfish.
Selfish?
Look, you are a one-man revelation, a living miracle. You were chosen to deliver a message, and you've decided to keep it to yourself. Believe me, Peter, I am trying to understand how you feel, but you owe the world what you know. You don't belong to yourself anymore. You belong to everyone.
Especially you. Isn't that what you're trying to say, Sam?
Okay, sure. Especially me. I don't deny that. Yeah, I want the full professorship. I want the fame. I want the money. I want to laugh at those skeptics who laughed at parapsychology and the whole psychic world. Yeah, I want to see 1 million books with my name on it.
That's fine, Sam. But I don't want to see mine.
Peter, just think it over.
I have thought it over. Look, I'm going to go out to that lake and get rid of that last dream once and for all. I'm sorry, Sam.
Sure.
Oh, look, I could use that drink now.
Mom? 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 Who are you? You're not Peter Proud. You're somebody else. You're not even human. You're some kind of monster. Why are you after me?
I'm not after you.
Oh, you liar! You're trying to get at me through Anne. Well, just leave her alone, you bastard! Just leave us alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. How did you know? How did you know what we said out there in the lake? How could you know?
Because I was there.
Hello? Operator? I'd like to leave a message for Peter Proud. Right. Would you tell him to call Ann Curtis? Yes, he has a number. Thank you.
somebody else. You're not even human. You're some kind of monster. Some kind of a monster. What kind of monster?
Tell me, Jeff, why did you do this to me?
Because you bore me, you bitch. I can't stand the sight of you.
Where are you going?
Out for a swim. I'm gonna wash off your stink.
Why didn't you stay where you were, Jeff? Why did you come back? You shouldn't have come back to torment me.
Marcia, please listen to me.
You're a monster, Jeff. It's not just me, it's Anne. You've come back here and you've seduced our daughter, our child.
It's not true.
You're her father, and you have screwed your own daughter, you filthy pig. She doesn't know who you are, but I know who you are. Why are you making me do it all over again? Damn you, Jeff. Why did you come back?
Marcia. No. Marcia, no. No. No, Marcia. No.